Sound is strange, and typically we either ignore it or accept it. Like, for example,
you know how videos sound funny when they're sped up? Everything gets high-pitched and chipmunk-like. And when you slow them down, they get all low, deep. You ever wonder why that happens?
Today's video is all about sound. We look at the mechanics of sound waves at a birthday party, how sci-fi movies get it wrong, what dinosaurs really sounded like, and we'll discuss the age-old question: if a tree falls in the forest but no one's there to hear it, does it in fact make a sound? Let's find out. Sound travels in waves, but not like this wavy line you always see. That's a transverse wave. Sound waves are actually longitudinal. They move by compressing and expanding the molecules of whatever they travel through, like my daughter in the ball pit at a birthday party. Sound needs a medium to travel through, a solid, liquid, or gas. It can't just go through emptiness. That's why in all those sci-fi movies with laser blasts and explosions, you'd actually hear this. Nothing.
No air, no molecules, no sound in space. I'm sorry if that ruins it for you.
Now back to sound waves. The distance between two compressions or expansions, also called rarefactions, is the wavelength, which is often shown as a transverse wave to help our little brains make sense of it. And the wavelength is super important because when the wavelengths are short, more waves hit your ear each second. That's a higher frequency, which your brain interprets as a higher pitch. And when the waves are further apart, fewer hit your ear per second, and it's a lower frequency or pitch.
At least that's how our brains perceive it. In reality, there is no sound.
Sound is just waves of energy moving through the air that shake our eardrums and all the other tiny bones and fluids in our inner ear into signals then sent to our brains that turns it into a recognizable noise.
That's right, our brains create the sound based off of waves of energy traveling through the air.
So if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound? I would say no. Sure, it makes pressure waves of energy traveling through the air, but without the complex working of the inner ear and the brain, they just stay waves. No ears means no sound. But I'd love to hear your perspective. Humans can hear frequencies from around 20 to 20,000 hertz.
Also, why did a car rental company name itself after a sound wave unit? I have no idea.
A hertz is how many waves hit your eardrum in a second, and there are apps that you can get that play the whole gamut. Some sounds are so high that you can't hear them, and they can be too low to hear as well. Like an elephant's rumble, it's super low, too low for human ears to hear, but you can feel it. It's called infrasound. And on the other end of the spectrum, there's ultrasound, too high-pitched for humans to hear, but not for dogs. And we can use it to look inside human bodies. Man, that's crazy. And a side note, scientists now think that dinosaurs probably made super low infrasonic sounds, so if one was nearby, you wouldn't hear much, which might even be more terrifying. And maybe you're thinking, didn't we need to hear dinosaurs, for like survival of the fittest and everything? Well, no, humans came around 65 million years after they went extinct. So we're good. And another side note, if you can hear this frequency, you're probably fairly young because over time the cilia in our ears gets damaged, often due to prolonged exposure to loud noises, and you lose your ability to hear high frequencies. So take care of your ears.
So what's the highest pitch or lowest pitch you've ever heard? Drop a comment, I'd love to know. And if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a like and hit that subscribe button so I can keep making better videos for you.
Okay, back to the big question, why do sounds change pitch when videos speed up or slow down? Well, remember that pitch is caused by frequency or the number of waves hitting your ears in a second. So when a video plays faster, sound waves hit your ears more frequently and the pitch goes up. A slower video, the waves hit you less often and the pitch drops.
And there are other ways of changing the pitch of sound without having to speed up or slow down videos. For more on that, check out my Doppler effect video, or click on the link to my physics playlist in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.